Coral reefs are beautiful underwater ecosystems that are held together by calcium carbonate structures, also known as coral. Coral reefs are built by tiny marine animals that have little nutrients. Often called rainforests of the sea, shallow coral reefs form some of the most diverse ecosystems on Earth. They provide a home for at least 25% of all marine species including fish, mollusks, worms, crustaceans, sponges, and tunicates. They are most commonly found at shallow depths in tropical water. Sadly, they are under threat from climate change, oceanic acidification, blast fishing, cyanide fishing for aquarium fish, sunscreen use, overuse of reef resources, and harmful land use practices, including urban and agricultural runoff and water pollution, which can harm reefs by increasing excess algae growth. Coral reefs are important for many reasons. Most importantly, they provide protection and shelter for many different species of fish. Without coral reefs, these fish are left homeless with nowhere to live and nowhere to have their babies. Not only do these fish increase the diversity of our world, but also reef fish and mollusks feed about 30 and 40 million people every year. They also make beautiful pets, and the money made by catching and selling these animals provides many people with an income so that they can feed their families. In the Philippines, where coral reef destruction is the worst, over 70% has been destroyed, and only 5% can be said to be in good condition. 10% of the world's reefs have been completely destroyed. We have destroyed their environment. Coral reefs can live only in very clear water. The large population centers near coasts has led to silting of reefs, pollution by nutrients that led to algae growth that destroys the coral, and overfishing that has led to increase in number of predators that eat corals and fish that live in the reefs. Warming of these oceans causes corals to sicken and die. Even a rise of 1 degree in the average water temperature can hurt the coral.
Now, all of you may ask, why are coral reefs so important? Well, first off, coral reefs provide food to millions of humans worldwide. Corals, like trees, house and feed fish and other marine animals that humans eat. Some estimates say that over 1 billion people depend on food from coral reefs, and reefs as a whole might be worth around $172 billion for every year they continue to provide essential services to humans like food. Latest estimates suggest coral reefs provide close to $30 billion each year in goods and services, and without coral reefs, a whole lot of people will lose their job. Coral reefs also protect and create land. Coral reefs can scatter wave energy from storms and tsunamis, reducing damage for land nearby. Coral reefs might supply natural medicines also. Compounds effective against disease-causing agents like bacteria and fungi already exist in nature and could be developed in effective drugs for humans if they can be isolated. Coral reefs are a likely place to find natural products due to their tremendous biodiversity. Coral reefs are some of the most diverse and valuable ecosystems on Earth. Coral reefs support more species per unit area than any other marine environment, including about 4,000 species of fish, 800 species of hard corals, and hundreds of other species. Scientists estimate that there are maybe 1 to 8 million undiscovered species of organisms living in and around the reefs. People all around the world depend on coral reefs, including you.
The first step in preventing the destruction of coral reefs is to inform others and spread the word about saving them. People need to know how important coral reefs are to the world's ecosystem. If everyone starts to conserve water, there is a lesser chance of polluted water getting into our oceans. Many types of pollution are harmful to coral reefs. Fossil fuel emissions from cars eventually leach to the ocean and bleach the coral. Pesticides sprayed on lawns can also kill coral reefs. This is because they are extremely sensitive to global warming. Oil and garbage are two common problems oceans face. Recycling can keep trash from oceans and landfills, which have a major effect on the water quality for coral reefs. Not only trash, but leaving fishing poles or nets in the water can harm all marine life. When visiting the beach, look for anyone dumping trash, illegally fishing, or improperly anchoring boats near reefs. Instead of anchoring, use mooring buoys when available. All of these activities can be reported to the appropriate authorities. Coral is bought in stores and used in homes for its unique style and design. It is important to avoid buying dry coral because many of it has been taken from live coral in the ocean. It may be fun to dive and snorkel in the ocean, but all of your equipment and belongings should be kept away from the coral reefs. A single touch can not only hurt you, but it has the ability to kill the delicate coral. In coastal communities, there are many organizations dedicated to protecting coral reefs. One of the biggest organizations is the NOAA Coral Reef Conservation Program, which offers student, employment, volunteer, and funding opportunities. Zoos and aquariums are also involved in conservation efforts too, and everyone can help by donating money or simply spreading the word. Also, taking the time to volunteer for a reef cleanup program can make a big difference and help preserve coral reefs for future generations. Coral reefs are precious and delicate. Their future depends on you. Look, enjoy, and leave untouched.